Welcome, everybody, to a Saturday night edition of the Triple B Experience. I am so sorry I did not get on last night. I was feeling under the weather all day. I don't know what happened. Sometimes I get major headaches, and they put me down due to a couple of concussions I had in my life. That's why I no longer wrestle anymore. But I will be promoting in 2024. I'm looking to get my promotion license here started in January, and hopefully I can get a show. I've been talking about it. I'm sure, I'm opening up some eyes, and I'm just going to do what I got to do because it's the stuff that I love. So let's get to the social media and Facebook here. There's some stuff I want to talk about real quick here because I know there's some independent wrestling shows that will be going on at like 7 o'clock or a little after 7 tonight in the Western Pennsylvania area. So I'm not going to be able to make it tonight because, ladies and gentlemen, I have my family Christmas party downstairs. So I'm sure I'm loud as hell. And I just got started. So I'm sure they're going to be telling me to keep it quiet. But before I want to get this, tonight, RWA at the West Newton Gym, Johnny Norrison, the Reverend Ron Hunt, Chris Taylor, a lot of wrestlers, RWA. Once again, I'll put it out there. West Newton Gym. Bell time at 7 o'clock. I know it's 6:02, but maybe you get in your car and you can fly down there. Or if you live close, you can go and get in there a little after 7 and maybe not miss anything at all. But also, too, Rise Wrestling anniversary, 7th year show. That's right, 7 years. Now, tonight, the big money shot and against the Rad Boys. Those Rad Boys, I do like the Rad Boys. I've been a big fan of the Rad Boys for a long, long time. Now, them and Money Shot, to me, is like the Midnight Express and the Rock and Roll Express back in the day. Those guys feud in every federation that they go to. So, why not, if you got a chance to see them, if you live down that way in Uniontown, once again, it's at the Uniontown Mall. That's where Rise Wrestling actually has their shows. I've been down there. I was going to go tonight, but like I said, I had a big family Christmas party, and family comes first. So it's starting at 7 o'clock. They got a bunch of exciting shows, and also Dean Radford, the trainer. This week we were going to do the interview, ladies and gentlemen, but things happen in life, of course, and that's why this show here is very flexible. And since I do my own stuff, I'm very flexible at what I do on the Triple B Experience because I have so many shows. But this Monday, we are going into the studio. I'll send him a link, and this is the interview that we're going to have. Dean Radford, pro wrestler, Rise trainer at Stronghold Training Center. We are going to just talk about his career, talk about wrestling. We are going to shoot from the hip, and I'm so excited. Because if I know Dean like everybody else knows Dean, if he's got something to say, he is definitely going to say it. So we will be recording that Monday night. And as soon as I get it, I'm probably going to be putting it out Monday night at about 9 or 10 o'clock and get it out there. It'll also be on Spotify, so you can download it. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to the Triple B Experience, I've seen a couple people clicking off the experience. You need to jump back on the experience because we're going to have a new year. I'm still going strong. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I have a lot of shows. This is the Pulp Culture Show, but tonight we're going to talk a little bit about the Pittsburgh Steelers because Thursday night pissed me off, and it was just out of control. But we will get to that here momentarily. But also, too, I also do a lot of stuff where myself, Rich Smoke, the smartest man in Philly, and special field correspondent Shane and Freight Train from Steelers Realm podcast, we give our NFL picks and we talk a little college because Shane gets like 10 college games, but now they're into college bowls. So we will do a college bowl pick. I'm not very good at it. I know the four of us are neck and neck in the NFL stuff, But since I talked Pittsburgh Thursday, Smoke and Shane, I think everybody took the Steelers, I believe. So, but let me get to the Facebook. Let me see if anybody's on so I can say hello. Bobby Roofner, Barbecue Bob is in the house. Princess Jade and Kal-El is in the house. He's got a big matchup tomorrow. The Buffalo Bills going to Kansas City. So hopefully Kal-El can bring some kind of victory because the Steelers, we suck. Yes, Scotty DeGastro, I am not disagreeing with you one bit. Not one bit. And we were going to talk about it because I'm overwhelmed with the situation of what's going on in the Pittsburgh Steelers world. It's crazy. And hey, here we go, buddy. We are proud. We are sponsored, ladies and gentlemen, by this show. Okay? We are sponsored by Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk. The King, Larry Stryker, JJ, Main Event J, and Jason Reese, the three tripod effecta of pro wrestling, proud sponsors of the Triple B Experience. That's right. They support us. We support them. That's how it is. Boothie, what's going on? How's it going? We, everybody, it's the holiday season. Like I said, I got my family party downstairs. Fire the whole staff. I agree, Booth. I agree. One ticket to fucking Painville. I'm telling you. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it because I was going to talk about it Wednesday, but I was like, you know what? It gave me a goddamn headache Thursday night, and we're going to talk about it. But I want to talk about last week real quick, a little bit more wrestling stuff real quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, CM Punk's Larry Stryker. Kal-El and Larry is going to have a steel cage match. It's happening. Yeah, Bob. I mean, we just tried, us fellow podcasters, we tried to help each other out. And, you give me a thing, and anybody that's in the Indiana County area that wants to have barbecue delivered, Barbecue Bob, he has his own wagon of food now, so he can set it right up in your driveway, and he could cook some barbecue. And no, we do not need Matt Canada back, Bob. We will put him on your grill and we'll roast his ass. Larry and Kal-El, it's going to be a steel cage match. Yeah. Hey, Scotty, this Steelers stuff the last 2 weeks is ridiculous. Totally. But before I get into that, last week I went to the KSWA show, and it was packed. I'm telling you guys, if you ever get a chance, it's older school wrestling. You get to drink, which I'm doing now, Icy Light with the Triple B koozie. 2024, we're going to start selling some merchandise. But Kal-El is going to be drinking Prime with his koozie because he can't drink the alcohol. This is an Icy Light. See, I'm going to show you so you don't think I'm kidding. That's right. That's right, America. Icy Light. That's right. I got to work on my girlish figure because this year coming up, I got to get in shape because I'm promoting. I'm not wrestling. I got to get my promoter's license, and you got to be, in shape. Oh, hey, there you go. Scotty DeGastro. Loves you, Boothie. Hey, no problem for the shout out, Bob. I'm all about shouting out. The Tropical Punch Prime. I like that stuff, Kal-El. You got me hooked. But I had an energy drink today because I had so much stuff to do. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. Now, next Friday night, everybody on the Triple B Experience, we're going to have the Mania cast come on. We are going to do our top 2023 picks. And we are going to go with our top 5 Christmas movies of all time. That's right. The whole panel, 5 Christmas movies. We'll see if some certain Christmas movies gets in the top 5. We will be doing that next week. Hopefully, we might have Emily and Ben maybe coming on to do some music entertainment, but they might have to be doing some picking up at the airport, but we don't know. But myself, Kal-El will be in the house. Larry, Chris, Donnie, Rich Smoke, Danny will all be in the house. Top 5 Christmas movies, and our top topics of 2023. Best moments, best sports moment. Definitely not fucking Thursday night or last week. So it's just crazy. I need a 3B I need a 3B cookie too. Sprinkle with some magic dust. So, but like I said, let's get back to the KSWA show. I went down to see Magnum TA And the Russian nightmare, Nikita Koloff, I got talked to him for a little bit. Hopefully next year we can get him on to do an interview, because next year I'm still doing interviews. I got a bunch lined up. I'm going to do something because Dean Radford is going to end 2023 Monday night, and then we're going to do our top 2023 Friday. And, we might take a little bit of break, but I'm going to still talk Steeler football. But this match here was a big match. Was Tarantula, legendary T from Pittsburgh, against Johnny Norris, two big guys in the ring that shook the ring. And also, I want to give a big shout out to referee Sean Patrick, who retired. But you know how they say retirement in independent wrestling and wrestling in general never ever happens. But KSWA gave him a super nice heavyweight title, and I thought that was awesome. And hey, big time Bill Collier's in the house. I got something for you, Bill. I got something for you. But I want to give a shout out to Sean Patrick for his many, many years of refereeing. I was getting ready to pay my ticket, and he came in and said hello to me. And I tell you right now, that is phenomenal. And I'm here to tell you guys, in the wrestling business, people say hello to you. It's like a brotherhood. You know what's funny? I can't even get a hello in my real job that pays my bills, because some people are very unsociable, but I'm not kissing anybody's ass at work or in life. But I want to say this: professional wrestling fans and wrestlers is something totally different. I'll tell you what, it is something that I truly love. And also from KSWA, I went to IWC as I'm rolling this up, and I went to see big time Bill Collier in a triple threat match against Andrew Palace at IWC and Bulk Nasty. Now, Bulk Nasty is a big dude, over 300 and probably 50 pounds. I seen Bill Collier vertically suplex fucking Bulk Nasty and hold him up. Sheer power. And I tell you right now, no, it was Bill. I appreciate you. And I got a picture right here of big time going. Look at that, flying onto both of them. Bill is the IWC heavyweight champion. He is the best fucking talent going on God's green earth. And I tell you what, people, if you have a chance to spend your money and see a big time Bill Collier match, you will not be disappointed. That is the truth. And I just happened by the grace of God to get there just in time, because I was speed racing through the city of Pittsburgh in my lovely Jeep, and I didn't get a ticket or anything, but I saw the last two matches, and I wanted to see Bill's match because I wanted to see a Collier match before the end of the year. And if anybody listens to this, support Bill Collier, support independent wrestling. Bill is working everywhere and anywhere. And if you have an opportunity to see him live, please do it. And and hopefully, I can see him live in 2024 more than once or twice. I appreciate the independent wrestling. I try to do this show. It's a format that I have. Anybody that wants to come on, independent wrestlers, get a hold of me. I know Bill is busy as hell, but if Bill ever wants to come on and shoot the shit, I tell you what, I have an open calendar, open dates. Hey, he's the fucking best, and I'm not saying it because he's on here. I've been saying that since fucking 2000, early 2000s, people. Over here at the K Arena. That's right. First time I seen him wrestle was up. I'm very close to the K Arena. That's where I bought my house. But yeah, right up over the fucking hill where he was. So, okay, let's see here. I'm going to get out of some independent wrestling. No, he's super flat on everybody, brother. Bill's about 250 pounds, and if he walked in places, he's kicking ass and taking names. Okay. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Anytime at 7 p.m., brother. Chris, thanks for tuning in. Much love, Bill. Thank you so much for tuning in. And just get a hold of me. And like I said, everybody, January, I'm going to try to get a promoter's license, and I'm going to try to do whatever. I'm sure I'm going to piss people off, but I really don't care. I just want to bring some entertainment, hopefully, to the Indiana County area or Punxsutawney or wherever I can get a booking. So if you want to be a sponsor for a professional wrestling show, get a hold of me. Yeah, that's right, Chris. Bill is a badass. Bill is a badass. So, hey, there we go. Mark from Steeler Nation. Good day, mate. That's right. This podcast is international. That's my buddy Mark. He's been talking about the Steelers, and that's where we're going to right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I usually don't talk Steelers when we do the Triple B experience, but you know what? We have to. What happened Thursday night? What happened? Go Steelers. We got 4 games to go. Thank you, Kenneth. Thanks for tuning in. Look, these last 2 weeks, the Steeler Nation has been rocked to the foundation. Okay, I did not see this coming Thursday night. It pains me. It pains me. We didn't get off the bus. You're right. We didn't get off the bus. Lot of stuff that's happening, Mark. They should no, Carlisle. We should have not played Trace McSorley. He was a legend in Penn State, kid. Boy, you're a little whippersnapper of that prime. Well, when I see you next time, kid, you and your prime. Remember, you're going to KC, kid. Look, the last 2 weeks, we thought Matt Canada was the problem. And as we talked when we had a mega cast and we had 3 podcasts lined up together, Mark from, Steeler Nation Australia. And if you guys please subscribe to his channel, he always has Steeler stuff every day. So please do. There are always going to be links. I'm always listening. Hey, Rich Smoke is in the house on a Saturday. It's a Saturday night, and it's all right for fighting, man. We are going to be talking right now. I couldn't handle it. The Steelers Thursday night. I was fucking sick with a headache yesterday. I called off work. And there's still time. Yes. That wasn't Matt Canada's fault, losing to a 2. That's right. The Steelers now have a record of losing to 2-10 teams as winning 500 average. That's never ever happened in NFL history, and it happened to the Steelers. But realistically, Benjamin, what's tuning on? Thanks for coming on a Saturday. Tomlin needs to go, Benjamin says. Look, they're never going to get rid of him. Okay. It cost us because right now, Mark, we would be 9-3 making our own destiny. Time to draft up. Smoke says the season is over for Pitt. Even if they make the playoffs, I just don't see them being competitive against those other teams. I don't see that either. I know Boothie said something up here. Let's see. Booth says both linebackers in concussion protocol, and I believe when TJ Watt got that knee to his jaw in the first series, I believe he had a concussion all game, and that is speculation that he had that because now he's in concussion protocol. And not having TJ Watt and Highsmith had a neck injury, it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good. But also, too, they're not going to fire him. No, I agree, Mark. And I know they're not going to get rid of him. Bum, they're not going to get rid of him. But the thing is, guys, we didn't plan. We were out coached by Bill Belichick. Bill came in, had nothing to lose, and made Zappy 3 touchdowns. Oh, well, that'll be on his resume. But also, too, Rich Smoke says, I think Watt should have been pulled from the game in the first quarter. Maybe some fines are coming to Tomlin for leaving him in. You're probably absolutely right. He realistically, he didn't make any difference anyway. So in that game, and my wife says, why they pay him $100 million? She says, no man is worth $100 million. And I'm kind of agree. Rob Harmon, thanks for tuning in. Booth says, how the hell was a long snapper false start? Bunch of BS. Yeah. But also, too, we got beat by a second string quarterback. We were up 21. They were up 21 points, Booth. We have no offense. If we were, I don't see that happening. Our special teams is return. Calvin Austin is nowhere to be found, guys. I don't know if they're scheming or bringing these guys in. the special teams, and this is now a Steelers show right now. There is no special teams. We have no return, so we can't even get a good return to put up some good field position because we can't get anywhere. Mitch Trubisky, I was talking to people that were at the game. There was people open. George Pickens took a fit in the end zone. I don't see if we can't get a quarterback. I don't know. I don't know. Yes. Well, Washington got that one pass, Mark. He blew 2 blocks. Um, Usually he's great on blocking, but he had a bad game blocking Thursday night. Tickets were going for $45. This is the first time in probably 20 years, which it pains me because I hate New England, where New England was 2-10. You know what I mean? And it's just ridiculous. Like Bill Belichick has Tomlin's number. It has the Steelers' number. They made Ezekiel Elliott be a Hall of Famer. Elliott was running the ball. They probably do hate Rudolph Booth. Um, let's see. What played like yes, but he got a concussion. And the sad part about it is he probably might not play against the Colts. So if we're out Highsmith and TJ Watt, the Colts got a running game, and I'll be talking about that Wednesday when I, review that game. We have to go to Indianapolis. We have to win now because we are behind the 8 ball because everybody else, is coming along. The Texans, the Browns. We are outside looking in on the wild card now, which is 2 weeks ago, we were in good space. Now we are not in good space, losing to these 2 teams where after the Cincy game, this whole rest of the season was the easiest schedule. The Pittsburgh Steelers had the easiest schedule because what's going to happen is the Ravens are probably, if they clinch, they're resting everybody. Okay, which I rather see us, play against Lamar because Lamar is 2-4 against us. 44th and 4, Mitch Trubisky. Well, that 4th and 2, and then he threw that long ball. That was ridiculous. They got away from the run. They should have used, I believe, Mark said it on Steeler Nation Australia. They should have ran the ball more with Jaylen Warren. If we play the Jags, that would be good. But our offense, is just, we have to not be down. If we are down 14 to 10 points, we are going to have a hard time. And we've seen it. Now the Patriots did not score in the second half. Did not score. We shut them down. But that the tight end, Henry, just had a great catch in the end zone over KZ. If KZ would have just was an inch closer, we could have did something. Pickett's not going to be playing, Benjamin. He still has that surgery. That's why he was up in a booth because he's on crutches. He could not be on the field like Burrows was, looking at the tablets and stuff. Okay, let's see this one. If it takes us losing the rest of the game to get Tomlin, they're not going to, as much as everybody says, Chris, Tomlin is not going anywhere. Tomlin is not going anywhere. What we need to do is Tomlin has to get better offensive coaches, and I'm not a big fan of Terrell Austin. You got to remember, I'm not a Tomlin fan, but Tomlin is not getting out of Pittsburgh. They are not going to let him go. The only way Tom versus Bill in a cage match. Well, Coward never wanted to come back after that. I can't blame him because it's probably very stressful to coach. No, I don't know, Booth. I don't think he'll get a contract extension. I don't know. I just feel that there is a lot of offensive minded coaches out there. Um, you're right. We've had bad play calling offensively for the last 2 years, and Ben was calling the offensive plays when Ben was playing, and that's the only reason why we could score points. So you're right. He's probably a good DB coach, but not a good. He wasn't real good at Detroit. So, hey Glenn, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in, brother. God bless you. Um, he's wow. Don't go that far, Mark. He's not going to get fired. I know Mark from Steeler Nation Australia loves him, and he has that right. And God bless you. Um, and he's joking. Well, you would be. What would you be, Michelle or Mindy? Um, maybe if they put Mason Rudolph in, maybe a little spark. Um, I look. Mason Rudolph's got a stronger arm than Mitch. Um, Mitch did not see a lot of people that were open, like I said before. George Pickens, I believe, had 19 yards or something. He was not even. I seen the pass runs that he had. They weren't maybe 10 yards. 10 yards. It's terrible. He is such a hot commodity. Now, remember, everybody, look, the Pittsburgh Steelers have probably the youngest, best skill position players in the NFL. They probably have definitely the top five tight end in the AFC, maybe in the NFL. Okay. Najee and Jalen Warren. Okay. That combination of running backs before this game was probably in the top 3 or 4 of the AFC or the NFL because the Steelers are running the ball in the last 5 games. Okay. Now they have George Pickens, who's not getting touchdowns. Pickens probably got about, almost 700 yards receiving. And Dante Johnson, which I'm not a big Dante fan. He's got 3 touchdowns now. So it's not doing that for me. Fields for Trubisky, that'll never ever happen, Benjamin. I wouldn't want Justin Fields to begin with. I think there is a lot of quarterbacks out there in the draft, but I would like it always starts up front with me. I would like to have a center. Mason Cole has not been 100%. I think we need a center. They were looking maybe we draft Georgia's other tackle and have 2 Georgia tackles on the ends. Pickens, Booth said, is going to be another AB. They're all divas, Boothie. They're all divas. Every single one of them. And you know what? I don't blame him, Booth, for bitching. He's always open. He's not getting any plays. Why aren't you just throwing him and let him fucking catch? He's phenomenal. Catching with one hand and stuff. They're not even letting him catch. So, yes, I would be seriously pissed off too. I would be so pissed off. And you know what I mean? He's a young kid, not getting the ball, knowing that he could help the Steelers. Like these play calling is ridiculous. The Steelers offensive coaches, they all need fired. They need fired. Well, maybe the running back coach, but we need a new offensive coordinator, definitely, and they're out there. There is offensive coordinators out there, and we need a better style of offense. We need a modern day offense. We don't need the 1970s and early 80s Steelers offense because we cannot do it. Hey, Mr. Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're right. Yes, I agree with that one, Mark. I agree. Uh, I don't think they'll bring him back. If he wanted to come back, he would have already came back. You know, so there you go. It just we definitely need some key position, offensive minded coaches. Now, I knew like some of the defensive guys like Le'Veon, like Lanier, he's been a bust. Keon Benton has been very, very good, but Lear, not so good. So Chris says Mason is accurate, but the line isn't good enough. He's a statue. Yeah, he's not going to be able to. But you know what though? If he hits
Look, they didn't even use Pat Fryermuth when I said the megacast. And I know a lot of people, I like Pat Fryermuth. Pat Fryermuth should never, ever block. He should be out there in the flat getting balls like no other. He should be just below Travis Kelce. Booth says every time Trubisky audibles, it's a run. The defense knew it every time. Predictable. Yeah. Anybody? I don't know. Devil, these games, we can't even see how good Kenny is because he got hurt. And realistically, if he would have scored in that Cardinals game, it made a difference. It could have made a whole difference, and we wouldn't be talking about this maybe. If a coulda, woulda. I mean, if I was 100 pounds lighter, I'd be running marathons. I don't know about. I don't wait. Where are we at here? Bring the cheer. Yeah, we only had cheerleaders briefly. We don't need cheerleaders. You know. Oh well, yeah. I did. I did wrestling already. We need a solid center. Yes, huge need. Huge need. Well, Scotty, they don't throw to Washington. They threw to him one time. Scotty says Kenny is fragile. Our O-line's still. Nothing is changing this offense till next season. I agree, Steele. I agree. I like I said, I don't see us getting rid of Tomlin. And me and Steele were talking during the game, and they just were weak. They just were weak. Yeah. I would do that. I hate losing to New England, Mark. It sickens me in the stomach about how we lost these last. We've had the Patriots on the ropes this year. 2-10 coming into Pittsburgh, outcoached by Bill Belichick, scored 21 points in the first half, and we had no clue. Everybody was walking out of that stadium. No, Bill Cowher would never be an offensive coordinator. He makes too much money in the CBS. And Lakin, thank you for tuning in. Well, poor play calling. It was fourth down and 2. They could have ran the ball. They didn't need to. Yeah. Terrible. Tomlin's 3-9 against New England. 3-9. Ezekiel Elliott had a Hall of Fame game. Looked like he was a couple years ago at the Cowboys. Our middle linebackers, thank God for LaDainian Roberts playing, because it could have been a lot worse. We need to get some inside linebackers back next year. We need depth at the inside linebackers. We have to. Minka has called them out. Defense was both bad. Steele, Ralph Williams, Beaver County's own Wrestle Talk across the country's host, Ralph Williams, Eternal Podcast. No. So, okay, huge question. We all sit. Huge question. Who should we sit injured and let it roll out? See who steps up. Herbig will be playing. I like that kid. Cam Hayward's going to have to step up, take these guys, talk to them, do something. We got 4 games to go. Can the Pittsburgh Steelers get to 11 games? I don't know. And going out to Seattle always scares me. So that's that's just how it is. So yeah, Mitch does need to wake up. Yep. Both in concussion protocol still, and I don't think they'll be ready. And I would just run it with Herbig and go from there. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah. Guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in on a Saturday night. I just wanted to talk a little bit of Steeler football to get this New England Patriots game out of my digestive tract, because it gave me the shits all day yesterday, because these last 2 weeks have given me the shits. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. I appreciate Mark from Steelers Nation Australia jumping on, mate. And everybody, please subscribe to Steelers Nation Australia. Most of his people that gets on his show is from the United States. Mark always puts out stuff, Steelers stuff, every day. Oh, I'll say it. I'll say that. I'll say it. Fuck the Patriots. I'll say it for you, Mark. So now Seattle does look different. Looks decent. Brooke Shoemaker, thank you for tuning in. Tell your husband and your son I said hello. I know Alex is probably just as pissed as I am because the Steelers, aren't that good last two games. Steel says this team has quit. They will lose out. Army just won, so that's something right in football. Okay. I talked 90% and 10% about pizza. And chicken burgers. I never had chicken burgers. Oh, wow. Well, but like I said, everybody, this show is a proud sponsored, by Bob's Pizza. Hey, I just went the other day, got 5 slices of Wapaho and a root beer for $12.71. So, and then shout out to Steelers Nation Australia. That's our mate, Mark. You guys, please hit like and subscribe on his YouTube channel. He's great, man. He talks Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a huge Steeler fan. So he talks a lot of positive stuff, even though we've lost the last 2 weeks, man. And he has not, he has still went with his Steelers, and he's still positive about what's going on. So thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, I'm on TV. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Ralph. Have a good one at your church Christmas. Now, I'm going to do my Christmas stuff. My family's downstairs. They're hearing me talk, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I will be back Wednesday. We will review the Colts game because the Colts game that's right, never surrender. Never give up, never surrender. Galaxy Quest. That was a good movie. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you. We'll talk about the Steelers. They got to go into Indianapolis. Hopefully, something can happen. We can get to that 8th game, and then we only got 3 more to go. I'm taking one game at a time. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if Tomlin can get some steer of the ship here. We shall see. But we'll talk about that Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. 7 o'clock is Wrestle Talk across the country. And where the heck's that at? Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Wrestle Talk across the country. And then Thursday night, we do our NFL picks. So just keep doing it. We keep doing it. I appreciate everybody hitting like and subscribe. Please subscribe to the Triple B Experience. This will be downloaded on Spotify. So I appreciate you guys on a Saturday night. This was a Saturday night special because I wasn't feeling good yesterday. But this is a special Steelers show because usually we do pulp culture. And Wednesday, we will talk about the Steelers versus the Colts. And then Friday, we will do our 5 top Christmas movies with the Mania Megacast. We'll be in the house. So everybody have a great night, a better tomorrow. Go Steelers. And we will see everybody. Drink one. Drink one for me, people. See you, mate. Mark, have a great one in Australia, brother. God bless everybody. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. And I am out of here. Thank you and goodbye.